Assalamu alaikum students. How are you? Hope you are fine and thanking for the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So in the previous clip, we read about the political acumen and contribution of Quaid-e-Azam for Pakistan movement and his aspirations for Pakistan and how he won Pakistan for Muslims. And today we are going to read about Allama Iqbal and his personality and achievements, and also his political acumen and contribution for Pakistan movement. And we will also read about his aspirations for Muslims. Alright girls, and usually we discuss word list before reading. So come to the word list so we could discuss the new words. So the first new word today is versatile. Versatile is an adjective and it means multi-skilled, multi-talented, or moving easily from one subject, skill, or occupation to another. And its synonyms can be adaptable or flexible. And its Urdu meaning are hamagir or hamajahed. And antonyms are inflexible and unadaptable. The next word in the list is accomplishments. Accomplishments is a noun and it means achievements, attainments, or completion. And Urdu meaning is kamyabiyan and its antonym is non-fulfillment. The next word in the list is culminating. Culminating is a word and it means resulting in achieving what is wanted. And its synonyms are finishing or concluding. And Urdu meaning is अख्ताम पजीर होना या उरूज पर पहुंचना. And its antonyms are starting and beginning. Next word here is recall. Recall is a word and it means to remember, to think of, or to recollect. And Urdu meaning is याद करना या वापस पलटना. And its antonyms are forget and dissolve. The last word in the list today is quest. Quest is a noun as well as a verb and it means search, inquiry, aim, or journey. And Urdu meaning is talash ya justaju. And we could not find any appropriate antonym for this word, so I have put a dash here. So you also put a dash in the column of antonym for quest. Alright girls, so complete this word list in your register as we have completed the word list today. So you also complete your word. Now come to the book reading. So the first email today, this is the sixth one, though this is the sixth one, but first today. So this email is from Lubna to Farheen, Huma and Tahira. And subject of this email is Allama Iqbal. So she is writing about Allama Iqbal. So come to the email. Let's see what she is writing. Dear Farheen, now that my cousin's wedding is over, I have managed to find the following information about the poet of the East. Oh, girls, she was busy, Lubna was busy in her cousin's wedding. That's why she got late to send information about Allama Iqbal. Now let's read what she has sent. So, personality and achievements. Allama Muhammad Iqbal, the poet of the East, was no doubt a great poet, but poetry was only one of his many accomplishments. He began his professional career as a professor of Arabic at the Oriental College, Lahore, after doing his MA in 1899. In 1905, he went to London to study law and received a law degree. He thus became a barrister by profession, but this does not mean that he gave up everything else. This versatile person continued his quest for knowledge in various fields, and in 1908 he was awarded a PhD degree by the Munich University in Germany for his work on Persian philosophy. That is why he is also known as Dr. Muhammad Iqbal. Regards, Lubna. So, Lubna is writing about personality and achievement of Allama Iqbal. And as you know that Allama Iqbal is poet of the East. He is also known as the poet of the East, but his splendid poetry is only one of his a lot of achievements. So he did his master in Arabic, and then he became professor of Arabic in Oriental College. Then he went to London and took a law degree. Then he joined Munich University and did his PhD. This is why he is known as Dr. Muhammad Iqbal. PhD is actually, PhD stands for Doctor of Philosophy, and this is the highest university degree which requires original research in a field. All right, तो PhD जो है वो हाईएस्ट यूनिवर्सिटी डिग्री होती है जिसमें किसी भी शोबे के अंदर ओरिजिनल रिसर्च रिक्वायर होती है. ओरिजिनल रिसर्च जो पर्सन करता है उसको ये डिग्री अवॉर्ड होती है. तो अल्लामा इकबाल शायर मशरक़ बेशक एक अजीम शायर थे, मगर शायरी उनकी बहुत सारी कामयाबियों में से सिर्फ़ एक थी. उन्होंने अपनी पेशा वराना ज़िंदगी का आगाज़ 1899 में अपना MA मुकम्मल करने के बाद ओरिएंटल कॉलेज में अरबी के प्रोफेसर के तौर पर किया. 1905 में वो कानून की तालीम हासिल करने के लिए लंदन चले गए और वहाँ से उन्होंने कानून की एक डिग्री हासिल की और फिर वो पेशे के लिहाज से बैरिस्टर बन गए, यानी एक लॉयर बन गए. लेकिन इस सब का मतलब ये नहीं था कि उन्होंने बाकी सब छोड़ दिया. इस वर्सेटाइल पर्सन ने, इस हमाजहत शख्स या इस हमाजहत शख्सियत ने मुख्तलिफ शोबों में इल्म की तलाश का काम जारी रखा और 1908 में म्यूनिख यूनिवर्सिटी ने उनको फ़ारसी के फ़लसफ़े में उनके काम के लिए PhD की डिग्री से नवाजा. यही वजह है कि उनको डॉक्टर मोहम्मद इकबाल भी कहा जाता है. नाउ कम टू द नेक्स्ट ईमेल. This email is from Farheen to Huma, Tahira and Lubna, and subject of this email is also Allama Iqbal. So Farheen is writing, thanks Lubna, here's the information that I have found. Political acumen and contribution, and we have discussed this, that acumen is wisdom, intelligence or judgment or ability to understand something quickly and promptly. So Allama Iqbal also took an active part in politics and worked for the cause of the Muslims of South Asia. He was elected as a member of Punjab Legislative Council in 1906, a post he held till 1929. By then, he had become deeply involved with the Muslim League activities. Due to his commitment to the cause of Muslim rights in India, he was soon elected as the president of the Punjab branch of the All India Muslim League, a post he held till the time of his death. So, in this paragraph, we came to know that Allama Iqbal was an active politician and he worked for the cause of Muslim. He was elected as the member of Punjab Legislative Council because of his dedication to the cause of Muslim rights in India. He was elected as president of the Punjab branch of All India Muslim League and remained on this designation till his death. Right girls? Legislative means law making या कानून साज. तो अल्लामा इकबाल ने सियासत में भी सरगर्मी से हिस्सा लिया और जनूबी एशिया के मुसलमानों के लिए काम किया। वो 1926 में पंजाब कानून साज काउंसिल के मेंबर मुंतखब हुए और 1929 तक इस ओहदे पर फाइज रहे। तब तक मुस्लिम लीग की सरगर्मियों से उनका बहुत गहरा ताल्लुक़ हो गया और इंडिया में मुसलमानों के हुकूक के मकसद से वाबस्तगी के बायस वो जल्द ही ऑल इंडिया मुस्लिम लीग के पंजाब ब्रांच के सदर मुंतखब हुए और अपनी वफ़ात तक वो इस ओहदे पर फाइज रहे। नाउ कम टू द सेकेंड पैराग्राफ। One of Iqbal's biggest political contributions in his Allahabad address, which he delivered in 1930 when he presided over the Allahabad meeting of the All India Muslim League. It was on this historic occasion that he made a definite demand for a separate Muslim state in South Asia. In his presidential address, Dr. Iqbal said, India is a continent of human groups belonging to different races, speaking different languages, and believing in different religions. The Muslim demand to create a Muslim India within India is no way without justice. For my part, I would like to go one step further. I would like to see the Punjab, Northwest Frontier Province, Sindh and Balochistan unite under a single Muslim state. However, this demand shocked both the Hindus and the British alike, and they both opposed it. This demand for a separate Muslim state for Muslims took such firm root that at its meeting in Lahore on March 23, 1940, the Muslim League passed a resolution demanding a separate state for the Muslims of India. This resolution is known as the Pakistan Resolution. From this point onwards, all efforts were directed towards this end, culminating in the creation of Pakistan on August 14, 1947. Best wishes, Farheen. So, this paragraph is telling us that there are many political activities of Allama Iqbal, but Allahabad address is one of his biggest efforts. He presented a clear demand of an independent Muslim state and shocked both the British ruler and Hindu majority. Both of them were against this demand, but this demand expanded and all the efforts of Muslims were applied on this demand till the foundation of Pakistan. So, what he demanded? He demanded that I would like to see the Punjab, Northwest Frontier Province, Sindh and Balochistan unite under a single Muslim state, and this Muslim state is now known as Pakistan. तो अल्लामा इकबाल के बड़े सियासी कारनामों में, अल्लामा इकबाल की बड़ी सियासी खिदमात में से खुतबा इलाहाबाद एक है, जो 1930 में उन्होंने उस वक्त दिया जब वो ऑल इंडिया मुस्लिम लीग के इलाहाबाद के जलसे की सदारत कर रहे थे। इस तारीख़ी मौके पर उन्होंने जनूबी एशिया में एक अलहदा मुस्लिम रियासत का वाज़े मुतालबा पेश किया और अपने सदारती खिताब में डॉक्टर इकबाल ने कहा कि इंडिया ऐसे इंसानी गिरोहों का बर्रे आज़म है जो मुख्तलिफ़ नस्लों से ताल्लुक़ रखते हैं, मुख्तलिफ़ ज़बानें बोलते हैं और मुख्तलिफ़ मज़ाहिब पर यकीन रखते हैं। मुसलमानों का इंडिया में एक मुस्लिम इंडिया बनाने का मुतालबा किसी तरह भी इंसाफ के बग़ैर नहीं, और जहाँ तक मेरा ताल्लुक़ है मैं एक कदम आगे जाना पसंद करूँगा। मैं पंजाब, शुमाल मगरिबी सरहदी सूबा, सिंध और बलूचिस्तान को एक वाहिद मुस्लिम रियासत के ज़ेर तहत मुत्तहिद देखना चाहता हूँ। इस मुतालबे ने हिंदुओं और अंग्रेज़ों दोनों को सदमा पहुंचाया, दोनों को हैरान किया और उन दोनों ने इसकी मुखालिफत की। अलहदा मुस्लिम रियासत के इस मुतालबे ने ऐसी मजबूत जड़ पकड़ी कि लाहौर में अपने इजलास में मुस्लिम लीग ने 23 मार्च 1940 को इंडिया के मुसलमानों के लिए अलहदा रियासत के मुतालबे के लिए एक करारदाद मंजूर की और इस करारदाद को पाकिस्तान रेजोल्यूशन या करारदाद पाकिस्तान कहते हैं। इस मरहले से आगे तक तमाम कोशिशों का रुख इस अंजाम की जानिब था जो 14 अगस्त 1947 को पाकिस्तान के क़याम के साथ इख्तिताम पजीर हुई। कल्मिनेटिंग इज़ इख्तिताम पजीर होना। Alright girls, so now come to the email number 8. This is the last email. So this email is from Tahira to Huma, Farheen and Lubna. And subject of this email is also Allama Iqbal. So she is writing, moreover, he had clear ideas about what Muslims should do. And the topic is aspirations for Muslims, and what his ambitions, what his wishes or dreams for Muslims. Lubna and Farheen, both of you have collected excellent information about Allama Iqbal. While we all know what the Quaid-e-Azam did, we often do not exactly recall the role of Allama Iqbal in the creation. Tahira is writing very good thing. She has said very good thing because we know about Quaid's effort, but most of the time we do not remember what was the role of Allama Iqbal in foundation of Pakistan. Recall is remember, याद रखना। यानी लुबना और फरहीन आप दोनों ने अल्लामा इकबाल के मुताल्लिक़ बेहतरीन मालूमात जमा की, जबकि हम सब ये जानते हैं कि क़ायद-ए-आज़म ने क्या किया। हम अक्सर वाक़अतन क़याम पाकिस्तान में अल्लामा इकबाल के किरदार को याद नहीं रखते। So Allama Iqbal died in 1938, 9 years before the creation of Pakistan, but he played a major role in its creation by planting the seeds of a separate state for the Muslims of India in people's mind. Quaid-e-Azam praised Iqbal's roles in a message on his death. To me, he was a friend, guide and philosopher, and during the darkest moments through which the Muslim League had to go, he stood like a rock. So, Allama Iqbal passed away 9 years before the foundation of Pakistan in 1938. And but he played a great role in foundation of Pakistan through his demand for a separate Muslim state. And Quaid-e-Azam also appreciated him and his role in the struggle for independence. तो अल्लामा इकबाल 1938 में वफ़ात पा गए और पाकिस्तान के क़याम से 9 साल कबल उनका इंतकाल हुआ, मगर उन्होंने इसके क़याम में लोगों के जहनों में इंडिया के मुसलमानों के लिए अलहदा रियासत का बीज बोकर एक अहम किरदार अदा किया। उनकी वफ़ात पर एक पैगाम में क़ायद-ए-आज़म ने इकबाल के किरदार की तारीफ़ करते हुए कहा, मेरे लिए वो एक दोस्त, रहनुमा और फ़लसफ़ी थे और उन तारीख लम्हात के दौरान जिनसे मुस्लिम लीग को गुज़रना पड़ा, वो एक चट्टान की तरह खड़े रहे। Allama Iqbal had a great love for Islam. He always advised the Muslims to remain true to their faith and to practice it in letter and spirit. In his Allahabad address, he said, I have learned one lesson from the history of Muslims. At difficult moments in their history, it is Islam
that has saved Muslims and not Muslims that have saved Islam. If today you put your faith in Islam, you will become strong and united once again and save yourself from complete destruction. Tahira. So these are the golden words. These are the golden letters. Allama Iqbal was devoted to Islam and he always instructed Muslims to follow Islam not only by words or by tongue but by deeds, by practice too. In letter and spirit means in theory and in practice too. यानी ज़बान से भी और किरदार से भी, क़ौलन भी और अमलन भी. So he said in his Allahabad address that Islam always saves Muslims, but Muslims do not. And if Muslims act upon Islam, they will be strong and united again. तो अल्लामा इकबाल इस आखिरी पैराग्राफ में हमें पता चलता है कि अल्लामा इकबाल को इस्लाम से बहुत मोहब्बत थी और वो हमेशा मुसलमानों को अपने मज़हब से पुरखुलूस रहने की हिदायत करते थे और उस पर कौलन और अमलन कारबंद रहने की भी हिदायत करते थे. अपने इलाहाबाद के खुतबे में उन्होंने कहा कि मैंने मुसलमानों की तारीख़ से एक सबक सीखा है. उनकी तारीख़ के मुश्किल लम्हात में ये इस्लाम है जिसने उन्हें बचाया, ना कि मुसलमान जो इस्लाम को बचाते. अगर आप आज इस्लाम पर अपना ईमान रखें तो आप एक बार फिर ताकतवर और मुत्तहिद हो जाएंगे और ख़ुद को मुकम्मल तबाही से बचा लेंगे. So now think what a beautiful message we have got from this paragraph, from these words. So we should think about this. So reading text is completed. It's completed here. So girls, you also don't forget to do the word list in your register and also make sentences of 10 words only. So we end our class here. Inshallah, in the next class, we will do the exercises of reading comprehension. Till then, take care.